Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Is this all working tonight? Man, didn't we have a ball last night, eh? Why can't I see what's happening here? Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was good fun last night. We did some vocal tracking of a tune that I'd written. We got Emma Rossi doing her vocal, which was lovely. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my... There we go. Yeah, so yeah, it was good last night. Did a bit of vocal arrangement. Today I'm going to... It's a bit of a boring one, I think, although you might find it interesting. I'm going to look at arranging the material that I've got from a few of the other songs. Just what I need to do now is get them into an arrangement format where I can bounce them out for other people then to have ideas, put them in a Dropbox for people, get their own vocals on it, get instrumental musicians on there as well. And me, I need to write some lyrics and things for it. So yeah, tonight's going to be a little bit of housekeeping and tidying up some of the audio that we've got. I'm going to start with a tune that I did live with the band last Saturday, and we were sort of writing it as we went along. So yeah, let's dive in. I've got it fired up on Logic, just in front of me here, and let's have a quick listen to what that's sounding like. I'll mix it as we go along. Just put some compression on to start with the overhead. Sounding nice. Oh, right, so that sounds like it was the first take. Let's try a different take. So I'm just having a listen back to what we did, doing some little tweaks with the mix as I go along. Whoa, what a band, eh? That sounds great straight away. Just a little bit more housekeeping. So that was. It sounds like then we went and did another take just for the middle bit. So I'm going to comp all these together in a second. What I'm doing is I'm rolling out the bottom for anything that doesn't need any bottom end. And then just putting a bit of gentle compression on using a LA2A, pretty standard compressor. So that mix is starting to sound nice, just as a bit of a basic mix. We are going to put all kinds of other sounds in there. It needs a guitar to tie it together, maybe like a flugel or a trumpet, and then some other percussion, shaker, what have you. And I can either drop that in using Logic or fly this back over to Ali so that he can get on with it. Right, okay. So I'm just going to go in and start. If I go back to that take, let's have a listen.
Sorry.
I think that's where it starts, just there. I think that was the take. This is like a previous take, so I'm just going to cut that and put it out of the way somewhere over here. Drag all of this audio back to 1. One, two, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's. Where's that starting then? That's all starting on bar 13. Let's have it start on bar 9. So I've got like a little 8-bar bit of blank canvas, so to speak. And then we did another take here, which is like a B section, isn't it? But I'm wondering which one is it, the second one? Let's have a little look. So what I need to do is find where that happens here, which is here. Just here. So if I get rid of this bit, this is a complete experiment, it might not match up, but if I put that in there, will the two line up? Will we play them with the same intensity? Yeah. So then it looks like we stopped again and had another go at a bit.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. That bit there. So I'm going to cut that, delete this part here. Will that work? Oh shit, no, that's not right, is it? We don't want to do that. So it's coming out of here. There. So it's just a case of scissors again. if I'm not mistaken. Then taking this. Is that right? And that's just the last little bit. That's the ending there. Get rid of that. Does that all work? Okay, so there's a little bit of flamming happening, like some little bit of glitch in there. So let's go in and we'll tidy that up. So, trying to see what's happening with the roads. See, I can crossfade things across, so that can help. Let's see if drag that back. Does that smooth things over? Maybe. Yes, it does. Come on. Same again here. Now that crossfade was more audible. It was longer. Let's just try that. Dial it back a little bit. Good God. Okay, and then the very last bit, there was definitely, you can see there, we were a little bit early. So what we can do, I hope, is peel that one back. Let's see if this works. You would never know. I love it. I've noticed that there's not much Hammond happening, it just happens once. So, it definitely wants the organ, doesn't it? Like, it glues it nice, it gives it a little lift. Let's put one in. Let's play one in. Might as well, we're in the tune. I'm going to save this as it is. And it's a shame because for this recording, I actually set up my real Leslie next door in the kitchen and mic'd it all up. But honestly, soft synths are pretty damn amazing now. I've got a lovely Hammond that I've been using by Universal Audio. If you don't know about Universal Audio, they make incredible plugins. They just model all, if you like using like hardware compressors and EQs and anything, they model it beautifully. They are they are unrivaled. I've not this. You can get cheap alternatives. They cost an absolute fortune, but they sound amazing in every mix. And they've just started branching out into software instruments. And this Hammond is the best I've ever heard. And I've literally owned them, owned them all, including a real Hammond. So the only disadvantage is at the moment I can't get to the drawbars. I can map them, but for the purposes of this video, I've not really got time to do that. So I'm just going to play it in. In theory, I don't know if I can remember remember the arrangement. Let's have a listen. I want to tell it to listen to the sustain pedal for speed. We're going to put reverb into the Leslie. I'm going to have an RE20 mic on the bass drum, and on the horn, probably 421s. Sound good on a Hammond. And then the organ itself. Can try a few different settings, but let's just leave it as it is for now, which is drawbars 1 and 3. And I'm just going to jam along with the track and just see what it feels like. It might not work, I don't know. It just adds that glue to it, doesn't it? What happens if I pull the third one out? Oh, something changed there, didn't it? That organ sounds dope. I love it. Love it. Something went wrong. Oh no, it's alright. So I'm going to go in and track the organ. I'm just going to play it in live. All in one go. Warts and all. Let me take my slippers off because there's some foot pedals to do. And then after that, we're going to tweak a little bit the drawbars and just get it sounding like it's moving a little bit. Check it out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. What was that? Let's just get that little hit in. So far, so good, though, eh? Okay, a couple of little errors there, but we can tweak them a little bit. Let's have a little look what happened. Yeah. Okay, so there's a little stop there that I totally forgot about. So I'm just going to take these MIDI notes. What you can hear is the Leslie emulator spinning around in the background. It's like a chopper. Amazing. Check this out. 1, 2. That's pretty good going, I think, for a one take or whatever it was. It weren't many takes, was it? So, let's have... Just want to get some sounds happening there. Just going to mix it a little bit. I know I'm not supposed to be mixing it until we've got vocals and stuff, but I just want to get a vibe for how this is all going to glue together. Because at the moment I can still hear the click track, and I think it's on this overhead channel. Now, have I got a tool to get rid of that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we've got any click here. Doesn't look like there is any. 1, 2. What happens if I take the overhead out? Oh, we're still getting it. Where are we hearing the click? 2, 3. Where are we hearing the click? Is it in the snare mic? Yes. Is it in the overhead? No, it's in the snare mic. That's trickier, I must admit. I do have a bit of software. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Let's have a little look. If I go to my selection-based processing, and let's just make sure I've got the whole snare. I'm going to convert this to one audio file, so I'm selecting the whole thing. So it's just join in holy matrimony. Okay, so why does that say overhead? Oh, because I've labelled it wrong. Ah, you fool, Ryan. Right, okay. So, you can turn the snare up. You can turn the overhead down, because I don't think we need it. I can't believe I've done that. Much better. Hear that rattle? Slightly better, isn't it? Has that fixed it? It's still there, but and then, like with the Hammond, I want to colour it a little bit, because the Rhodes is doing all of the work. It's pumping the tune forward, it's providing all the harmony. And like with the organ, when you mix organ, I try and mix it so it's so low in the mix, you only really hear it when the Leslie's spinning quite quick. And that tells you that it's there. The rest of the time, it's just like a bit of colour in the back. So, things I can do to liven this up, because it is still software. We're going to put a distressor on it. It's by Universal Audio. And what a distressor does, it's a special type of compressor. It does all kinds of compression, but it really specialises in just giving it some grit. Sometimes you can start with a little preset and work it from there, but I think I'm just going to drive it. I'm rolling off some of the low end. adding some distortion, and it's this distortion 3. It's non-linear. Is that the word? Where it distorts it in a very specific way. And I can really afford to push this compressor, because that's when the magic happens. It's pushed to its limits and it starts to just break up a little bit. Without and with. And then I can just dial this back. Do you know what I mean about just putting it to the back of the mix? Maybe just EQ it a little bit. Taking out all that bottom, because the Rhodes has got it all. It's just like a little effect on the top, but it's there gluing it together, you know. Cool. So now we've got a nice little Hammond thing gluing it together. I'm going to get rid of the old Leslie part because I don't need it. I don't need the vocal mic that was on. The claps, though, we do need the claps. We need the... Let's say that again, Ryan. We had a track where we were just capturing claps from the mic up there. Cool. I'm just going to finish this mix off with some reverb. I'm going to add a reverb, another bus, and it's going to go on the snare. Overhead. We're going to put a bit on the Rhodes as well, and the clap. So I'm just going to highlight those tracks, sends, bus. We're going to send it to bus number 1. Bus number 1 is going to be my reverb, and we're going to use, let's use Hitsville. Hitsville Reverb Chambers models. It's another one by Universal Audio. It like perfectly models. They actually went to Hitsville in America and modeled this room, and we're just going to put a bit of ambience on there. I could search for ambience. Let's try percussion. Percussion 1971. Let's see what that sounds like. We're just going to throw a bit on there. So that is definitely the snare, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's the wrong sort of sound, isn't it? That's quite nice. And then I think the Rhodes is going to go into a different reverb. I said I wasn't going to mix. I've got dragged into mixing. It was inevitable, wasn't it? Another Hitsville reverb chambers up in here. And for the Rhodes, let's try the piano room. Just out of interest, see what it sounds like. Yeah. God. Sounded really nice. Okay, do we want to add anything at this stage? Do we want to add? Keep it 70s and like shove a Moog on there. Got the real Moog, but it's not set up at the moment. And again, like, honestly, the plugins are just insane at the moment, especially the UAD ones. Yeah, let's go for the Mini Moog. Just for some, like, it's got to have that 70s thing. That's where this track's going, isn't it? So we create that. Hopefully it doesn't crash. We've got a Moog here now. And I want that creamy sort of lead sound. Let's try lead. You know what I mean? That's the... Do you know what I'm saying? Let's I'm just thinking like for that for the middle bit. I knew I'd go off piste if I started on this track today. See, that's the vibe. The sound's not quite there, but we are definitely getting there. Maybe the other one. Yeah. It's quite sort of vibey. Woohoo! Are we going there? Are we going there? I have a horrible feeling that I'm not streaming this. Shall we just have a quick look? Yeah, we are streaming this. Okay, that's good. Yep. I'm going to put the Moog in, and we're going to put a delay on that as well, because I think it's going to vibe it nicely. I'm digging the Echo Boy delay. Just going to degrade that a little bit, saturate. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely love that. Yeah, that totally works. That last note with the delay doesn't work because we've got an E flat, which is lovely on the F minor chord, but it's definitely not lovely against everything else. So we just get rid of it. Same there as well. Oh, is it alright? Actually, that's alright, I think. Then we're just going to put it in the mix where it needs to go. I'm not going to do much tweaking of this Moog part. I think, like, warts and all, timing wise, pitch wise, you know. We'll just dirty it up a bit. Really compressing like the life out of this. It's got a setting called Nuke. Check it out. Hang on. It's nice, eh? Yeah. Yes. Now we've got a jam. I've put a little tape saturator on the end of the whole thing just to glue it all together. That's a good way to spend the first hour of tonight. So I'm going to save this, and what needs to happen is we need to have lyrics, we need to have definitely more percussion to glue it together. So all I'm going to do is the counting on there. And that organ, yeah, it was rotating. So I'm just going to put a little MIDI, yeah, a sustain pedal in. Actually, it's all right now, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to bounce this down. We've got the count in. The Hammond is a bit noisy there. Let's put another. So the sustain, remember, is telling it's toggling the rotor on and off. Why is that not working? Come on, man! I've just told you to do it for me. Automation edit. What have I just done? Okay, let's try again. There we go. God, it's infuriating. Okay. And now I'm going to bounce this out as audio for whoever wants to have a play with this next. So infuriating, that chuffing rotor. Here we go. Right, so to bounce this out as audio, it's Control B. I'm going to send it out as a 24-bit WAV. This is compatible with most people's software. Let me just make sure I've got the end region right. Yep, 24-bit WAV. It's at 44.1 kilohertz, which is the sample rate. It's starting at the loop region, ending at the loop region. We're doing it offline. I don't need to include... I'll include the tempo information. I don't need to normalize it. I've checked and it doesn't peak. I've been checking it as we go along. I think it doesn't peak. And then I've got this thing, this rough bouncers stem, rough bouncers folder here. So if we, it's called Spanish. That's what we called it because it felt Spanishy. I'm not sure if that's right or not. Bounce, and it's just going to start rendering it out now for whoever's next. While it's doing that, I can tell you what we've got coming up next week. What day are we on? Friday. So tomorrow I'm on a gig with the amazing Nicola Farnan tomorrow night, so I'm not going to be around to do this live. In fact, I'm out from 12, so I'm going to try and pre-record a little bit of work for you tomorrow morning and then upload it for you to watch tomorrow night. Sunday, am I back Sunday? Let's have a little look. We'll see what's happening over the next few days while that's bouncing audio out. Yep, I'm back live again on Sunday night. And I'm really hoping to have some lyrics down because I know that time will run away and before we know it, we'll have, a load of lyrics to write as well as all the musical arrangements. So maybe we can have a look at doing something like that on Sunday. Right, listen, this is bouncing out and it seems to be taking a lot longer than I thought it would. So I think that's the perfect place to leave it. We've done an hour tonight, some good work. We've got a track sounding really good. We've got some new keyboard parts for it, and we have a definitive arrangement now, which is going to be a lot easier for writing a vocal too. So yeah, come back tomorrow. I'll have something for you. I'm not sure what it'll be. It won't be live, but come back tomorrow, and I'll definitely see you on Sunday night for a little chat and a catch up. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, it does help me if you hit the like button. I don't want to be that guy, but please hit the like button, share it with your friends, because I'm really trying to build this musical community, this production community, and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see how this unfolds. We are on day 13. We got another 17 days to go, so just over 2 weeks to finish this album. But I'm totally confident we can do that, I think. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in, and yeah, I'll see you on Sunday night.